Hi, I'm Rob, and in the Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a really cool team you can use to blast through this faction assault in the all-seeing eye with the greatest of ease and the greatest of safety at the same time. But make sure you grab your required tiers first, but do bear in mind that if your horde level is at level 100 or more in the all-seeing eye, well, you already have a potion of enchantment stored, so no need to buy another one. Unless you want to buy more tiers, in which case you have to buy them in order. So, Jar of Eyes is at tier 4. This is the faction's weapon. It's a decent weapon, exploding brown gems and summoning a random all-seeing eye troop. And it's quite literally a jar of eyes. Right, now let's take a look at this team. Done the first battle to lock it in. I'll just do a couple of simple battles here and then we'll jump into the delve itself on level 500 to show how effective it works on level 500. But a super easy team to use. And I've got to make it up to Tesla because I did her a bit of a injustice yesterday. I didn't put her in the team yesterday, in the main team, and it was like I should have done. And she deserves recognition. So she's going to get her second video in as many days. But she's really good with Essence of Evil, and I'll explain why. Most people know how Tesla works. She's going to deal true scatter damage boosted by all ally and enemy armor. So basically, the higher we can keep our armor, or if we can protect it, and the enemy armor, the higher that is, the more damage she's going to do. Now the damage on the enemy armor will go up automatically as we go up in levels. On level 500, faction assault with those high level troops with that massive amount of armor, she dishes out just hideous amounts of damage. And it can be exaggerated as well because with the Essence of Evil, if we cast that on the enemy troop, one of those things is going to be Fairy Fire, and that is going to increase damage taken by 50%, which makes Tesla even more lethal. At the same time, this has the added effect of using stuff like Entangle, which means if there's any skulls which get left behind for the enemy, they're not going to affect us because the enemy is entangled, thus keeping our armor high and in turn keeping Tesla's damage high. All win-win. So Holy Sun Astra gives human allies a 50% start with mana. We're not going to really cast her spell unless we need to because we don't particularly want that light storm, but basically she can be there to give out some life and armor if we need it. But it's all about Essence of Evil and Tesla. Of course, Essence of Evil will explode gems at the same time, getting mana for the team. So we've got 50% start on Tesla already. In Geomancer class, Essence of Evil will already get a 50% mana start, so we're got 50% across the entire team. In the traits, we'll get reduction from skulls by 50% if they ever get to hit us because of our Essence of Evil. And we can have some cool stuff like Impact, Anti-Magic Sphere, we can have Tactician, Rock Solid, really good. Gain a barrier when matching brown gems. Tree of Knowledge, gain enchant when matching green gems. So as soon as we get green to actually charge up Essence of Evil, we'll get enchant at the same time. And Fortitude. So really cool. Right, so let's jump into this battle then. And what we've got, no green, but yes we have, we've got green over here. What am I talking about? Let's just chuck that on them just for the heck of it because they're going to be dead literally the next round. Tesla kabooshes everybody out of there really quick. Let's get these last two battles out of the way. Then we'll jump into the delve itself. Alright, let's get this battle done quick. Aye. It's a nice bit of green there, thank you kindly. Could have probably just got red. Can just do it that way. Save the Essence of Evil as a backup cast. And super duper crazy straightforward. If you don't have two Tesla, you can just pop in another true damage troop. There's loads of options on this. Queen Bee, Venoxia. Right, so let's jump into the all-seeing eye itself on level 500. My horde level is on level 130 for this, but it's not going to make a lot of a difference here. You want to have your horde level around about 100 anyway eventually, because to get that faction renown 2500 you need to fulfill all of those different point requirements. So level 130 doesn't make much difference because Tesla hits so hard anyway, is absolutely nuts. The higher level the enemy, the more armor they've got, the worse it is going to be for them. But we can make sure we're safe by using the Essence of Evil on this. Aye. First stage will be fairly straightforward for a lot of people. You can chuck on Medals of Guard if you like to increase the armor of your team, which is going to increase Tesla's damage. But when you get Tesla ready, it's better if they're both cast back to back to give the enemy less chance to retaliate. Like if I didn't get a Mana Surge there, they may have not got both charged. If one would have been kind of waiting, then it's actually best to actually just get another collection of red before you cast them, because obviously the second Tesla would mana block the first one, so you'd be waiting a couple of rounds. So wait until they're both charged and then cast them both back to back and kaboosh them all out of there. Obviously, depending upon your magic level, you may not be able to do that quite as easily as that, but if that's the case, then cast Essence of Evil on maybe the top troop. That way you're going to get them fairy fired, they're going to take 50% extra damage, and you'll be safe from skull hits and all other types of damage as well, and they can just die at the same time. Really cool. So Essence of Evil is up. This is a good chance to demonstrate it. Like, these enemies hit super hard. Look, 206 skull hits. If you'll get unlucky and you get 2 or 3 skull hits in a row, you could be dead. And that has multiple effects. Obviously, it's not good to lose troops anyway. You don't want to lose your hero. You don't want to get battered and have your armor reduced, which reduces the effectiveness of a Tesla. So yeah, really good is the Essence of Evil for this. Look at all that extra damage they took. Don't think we need to worry about them anymore. Let's jump into the Mythic room. But if you're lower level than me, like your stats aren't as high, then yeah, cast Essence of Evil again. Because as you saw, our troops they got muddled around. Their troops got muddled around a bit there, which means we lost the benefits of the entangle and stuff like that. Better safe than dead. So let's grab our Essence of Evil straight away. Let's chuck that on them. They're not going to be collecting any more mana. They're not going to be casting spells. They got changed into a frog. That's a bit embarrassing. See, I don't mind that hex thing on Essence of Evil, because when it does things like that, some people say, oh yeah, but a frog can be annoying. But I bet it's not anywhere near as annoying or powerful as what was there before. And if a giant toad is more powerful than it was there before, and you're more worried about that, then there's problems anyway. Let's put it that way. So you could cast Holy Sinastro again here if you liked, to get the enchant going, which means we're going to get our Essence of Evil going in no time. But let's chuck out some damage with Tesla because she's ready to rock and roll. We've got Tree of Knowledge with that, so that is ready again. Let's chuck that on somebody else that's dangerous or close to being charged, like them. That's going to give us an extra 50% incoming damage from our Teslas. Second Tesla is charged. That was probably a long version of that. Probably didn't need to do the Essence of Evil again, but just showing how you can keep this faction really safe using the Essence of Evil at the same time. But yeah, a very straightforward and easy team to just romp and blast through this faction assault with the greatest of ease. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, it'd be really cool if you blasted that like and subscribe button into oblivion. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.